Hello children, let us do a quick recap of the lesson year to year. So in the lesson year to year, we saw animals whose ears can be seen. Here is a list of animals whose ears can be seen, and we know the list can have more animals. Since all of them cannot be included, I have written only few of them. So animals whose ears can be seen are elephant, mouse, dog, cat, giraffe, rabbit, deer, horse, cow, lion, etc. Now we know elephant is an animal who has ears like fan. Fan polella ears ulla animals are elephants. Now animals whose ears cannot be seen. Here is a list of animals whose ears cannot be seen. Frogs, lizard, fish, pigeon, crow, snake, crocodile. Their ears are not visible to us. But does that mean that they cannot hear? No. It is not that they cannot hear. They can hear sounds. They have two holes on their head that help them hear sound. അതായത് ബാക്കിയുള്ള ആനിമൽസിൽ കാണുന്നത് പോലെ വിസിബിൾ ആയിട്ട് ഇയർ ഇല്ല എന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിലും അതിന്റെ ഹെഡിൽ രണ്ട് ഹോൾസ് ഉണ്ട് അല്ലേ that act as their ears and they can hear sound. Now the next list is of animals who have hair on their skin. Cat, dog, bear, zebra, squirrel, tiger, leopard, etc. are animals who have hair on their skin. Animals who have hair on their skin. You can see the list is almost the same. Like animals whose ears can be seen have hair on their skin. Similar list. So that means animals whose ears can be seen also have hair on their skin. Similarly, we know animals whose ears cannot be seen do not have hair on their skin, or instead they have feather on their skin. So the list of animals who have hair on their skin, who do not have hair on their skin, it's not have hair alla, do not have hair on their skin are fish, birds, frog, lizard and crocodile. Here again you can find a similarity between animals whose ear cannot be seen and animals who have feather or no hair on their skin. Now how do these animals, we know the skin has got certain pattern. Like ഈ ആനിമൽസിന്റെ സ്കിന്ന് നോക്കി കഴിഞ്ഞ് കഴിഞ്ഞാല് അതിനൊരു പാറ്റേൺ ഉണ്ടെന്ന് കാണാം. How are patterns formed on the skin of these animals? It is because of the hair on their skin that we see pattern on the body of different animals. നമുക്ക് സ്കിന്ന് കണ്ടിട്ട് ഏത് ആനിമലിനെ ഐഡന്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും അല്ലേ? സീബ്ര, സ്ക്വിറൽ, ടൈഗർ, ലെപ്പേർഡ്, ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള ലയൺ, ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള ആനിമൽസിനെയൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും? അതിന്റെ സ്കിന്ന് കണ്ടിട്ട് ഐഡന്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. How do we identify them, or how are patterns formed on these animals? It is because of the hair on their skin that they form pattern on their body. Now animals that give birth to young ones. Cat, dog, elephant, rabbit, etc. are some of the animals that give birth to young ones. Here again, you can find similarity between these lists. That is, animals whose ears can be seen, who have hair on their skin, and who give birth to young ones. Similarly, animals that lay eggs are birds, crocodiles, etc. So, this list is, there's a similarity between the list wherein animals whose ears cannot be seen, who have no hair on their skin or have feathers on their skin, and that lay eggs. So, in general, we can say animals whose ears can be seen, have feather on their skin and give birth to young ones. Such animals are called mammals. Animals that give birth to young ones are called mammals. ഇനി മാമ്മൽസിന്റെ വേറൊരു പ്രത്യേകത എന്താണെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ they are warm-blooded animals. They can adjust their body temperature according to the external temperature. room temperature അനുസരിച്ചിട്ട് അതിന്റെ body temperature vary ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. So it can withstand different extreme climates as well. Now coming to animals whose ears cannot be seen or who do not have feather on their skin, and animals that lay eggs are mostly cold-blooded animals. Not all of them are cold-blooded animals, but most of them are cold-blooded. So cold-blooded means animals who cannot adjust their body temperature according to the external climates. പുറത്തത്തെ ക്ലൈമറ്റിന് അനുസരിച്ചിട്ട് അതിന്റെ ബോഡി ടെമ്പറേച്ചറിന് ചേഞ്ചസ് വരില്ല. So it cannot withstand extreme climates. So they go into a deep state of sleep called hibernation. Examples of some animals that hibernate are lizards, crocodiles, etc. Now we spoke about a group of animals that can survive both on land as well as on water. Namkariam, frogs are animals that can survive both on land as well as on water. So animals that can survive both on land as well as water are called amphibians. Now coming to the list of extinct and endangered species. Extinct animals are animals that once lived on the earth and are no more visible on the surface of the earth. We all know dinosaurs are a species of extinct animals. Endangered species, animals whose numbers are reducing very fastly and which is fearing extinct. Anganila animals ne nammal endangered species nu parayunnathu. We know our national animal tiger is one of the endangered species. So endangered species ne protect cheyanayittu our government has made laws that people cannot hunt or kill wild animals, and they are not supposed to keep possession of these wild animals. So that is about extinct and endangered species. This is what we learned in the lesson year to year. Please watch the video, children. In case if you have any doubts, please do post it in the stream. That's all for today's session. Thank you and take care.